Hindutva groups in Karnataka have a new hate campaign against Muslims. They're calling for the rejection of halal meat and other halal certified products. Kerala saw a similar malicious campaign against halal last year. But the fact is that many of us don't understand what halal really means. So, what exactly is halal? Who gives this certificate? And is the halal certification only for Muslim-owned companies? Let me explain. But before I dive into that, I just want to quickly remind you that the Newsminute has been covering this issue very closely, both from Karnataka and from Kerala. Journalism like this takes a lot of time, effort and resources, which is why we can't continue to do what we do without you. So do become a member of the Newsminute today. The link is in the description. And to catch every episode of Let Me Explain, which comes out every week, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Halal means permitted or lawful in Arabic. Meat that is halal, like beef, mutton, chicken and seafood, needs to be prepared as per Islamic law. That is, animals are slaughtered by a deep cut across their throat and all the blood is drained out. And this is because it is forbidden in Islam for Muslims to consume blood. Before the animal is slaughtered, Muslims chant Bismillah Allah, which means Allah is great. This method of slaughter is called the halal cut. Incidentally, Jews also follow a similar method of animal slaughter. But halal certification for food is not just about the method of slaughter. It's a guarantee that the food is unadulterated and does not contain anything that is considered impure in Islam, like pork. Now, halal doesn't mandate that prayers be conducted by religious heads before animal slaughter. In fact, in big companies where animals are slaughtered as per Islamic law, the chants of Bismillah Allah are not practiced because it's not practical. Now, you may have noticed that many products like cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, toiletries and health products sometimes come with a halal certification. In fact, recently there was a boycott campaign against pharma company Himalaya simply because it had a halal certification. So what does this certification mean for these products? It basically means that an item doesn't contain a product or a byproduct of an animal that is considered haram. That's Arabic for unlawful. Pigs, boars, dogs, donkeys, birds like eagles and vultures are considered haram. So a lipstick that is halal certified means that it doesn't contain pig fat, is safe and is non-toxic. So who gives this halal certification? In Arab countries, it's a magistrate that provides a halal certification. But in India, there is no legal authority for this. It is done by a few religious groups or private bodies that comprise of imams or Muslim clerics. So a company in India will have to go to one of these private bodies to get a halal certification, which by the way is entirely voluntary. Now, many companies that export products also get a halal certification, but they need to do so from an internationally accepted certifier. Halal certification is needed for countries with a significant Muslim population. But the market for halal products is growing, even in countries like Brazil, New Zealand and Australia. In January 2021, the Modi government dropped the halal specification for the export of meat. Exporters are now allowed to slaughter animals based on the requirements of the importing country or company. This decision to remove the halal specification came after Hindutva groups claimed that it gave Muslim exporters an unfair advantage. So is halal only for companies that are owned and operated by Muslims? My colleagues Harita John and Balakrishna Ganeshan spoke to a few companies that provide halal certification. What they found is that halal doesn't mean that a company must be owned by a Muslim or staffed by Muslims. In fact, these certification companies provide training to non-Muslim staff on halal, how to keep things hygienic, non-toxic, and avoid things that are haram. Mohammed Zubair of Alt News found that many Indian companies, including Reliance Industries, Adani, Tata Group, and even Patanjali, co-owned and promoted by Baba Ramdev, have obtained halal certification to export their products. Now, like many things in life, halal certification is also not immune to fraud. There have been several instances where the certification has been given without proper procedure. But let's not be mistaken. The calls by Hindutva groups to reject halal meat or halal certified products isn't because proper process wasn't followed. It's part of the targeted harassment of Muslims in India, using the narrative us versus them to foster hate and distrust towards the minority community. So whether it's the hijab row or the boycott of Muslim traders at temple fairs or the calls for the azan to be banned, what's happening in Karnataka is the spreading of Islamophobia. What issue or story would you like us to delve into in the next episode of Let Me Explain? Tell us in the comments. Also, if you've liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends.